A bit of a chilly morning, but I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about rider gear. Many of you that come on the rides want to know what to wear, depending on where we should be riding.
My name's Andy Hocking. I come from Christchurch in the UK, in the south of England.
My name is Chad. I'm from New England, Massachusetts.
Okay, this is the helmet I use. This is a Klim helmet. I use this helmet all the time, regardless of whether I'm riding in, 35 degrees in South India or riding to Mount Everest. And also, it has an inner lining, keeps my head warm. I wear goggles. I also have a clear pair of goggles and just unclip it. I find this an ideal helmet.
I use a similar enduro-style helmet. After riding in Cambodia with goggles, I found that my face got very dusty. The dust got on my eyes. So I decided for the other trips that I did, Vietnam and the India trips, to get one with a visor, and I prefer that.
I have the same type of helmet as Alex. It's a motocross helmet. I bought it specifically for this tour. It's got a removable liner. All this can be taken out and washed.
I use these Klim gloves. I use these all the time, and I've had these for maybe around 2 years, really good gloves. And I just slip these over the top. Absolutely perfect for cold riding.
Well, I too use a similar generic summer riding pair of gloves. They've got knuckle armour in them. They're very lightweight. They have a quick Velcro strap that goes over your wrist, and they're very easy to take on and off. These are a nice winter glove, lovely and toasty.
They're kind of a generic brand. There's nothing too fancy about them. They got the knuckle reinforcements. Definitely keep your hands cool. And for the colder rides, I got this pair of warmer gloves. So far they've been good.
This is made by a company called Nox, and this is it again. Anywhere I'm riding, whether it be South India, 35 degrees, or up here riding to Everest, I wear this all the time. It's breathable, it's easy to wash. You can take all the armour out. I use thin layers, so today I'll ride with maybe 4 or 5 layers. This body armour, it's not too warm. I use this. I've been using this for a few years now. I would swear by it. It's got a pocket in the front as well, which is really handy. So when it gets cold, I'll put this over the top of my body armour, and if I've got this on, the layers with this, waterproof bottoms, and I use these for the cold as well. So for example, we're going to set off this morning. Even although it's sunny, it's still going to be quite cold until about 12 o'clock. So I'll just put these over my jeans. This is my personal choice. These are French. You can put armour in. I've taken my armour out because we're mostly riding on the roads. I use this buff. It's just a fleece buff for my neck, and I tend to find if my neck's warm, then it's absolutely perfect. These are actually Alpine Star socks. They don't need to be, and the boots are CD Adventures. As you can see, they're well worn. I like them because they offer a lot of ankle protection, and something that a lot of people forget, this is talc, okay? I would thoroughly recommend that anybody that comes on any of these rides, regardless, bring talc with you, fill your boots full of talc. It stops any chaffing, and if you're riding in hot weather, it stops your feet from sweating. A good pair of boots, good pair of socks, and remember the talc.
I tried the body armour like Alex in Cambodia. I found, to be honest, it was a bit restrictive, it was a bit tight on me, and I also got very hot in it by the time I put a layer underneath it. So for the next trip I decided to come out with my rucker jacket, which is laminated Gore-Tex. It's got all the body armour in the elbows and shoulders and the back where you'd expect it, and being laminated Gore-Tex, if it rains, it does keep me dry. I too have a pair of generic jeans with Kevlar lining in, and if I know it's going to be warm, I'll wear those. Again, I don't wear the body armour in them either. But mostly I use these. Again, they're rucker, they're Gore-Tex lined, they've got a liner in them, got some braces on to keep them up. They've got some pockets that I can keep my money in, and they keep me reasonably warm. I can take the liner out, which keeps me quite cool, and if it rains, they're still waterproof. For me personally, I've got these Augsburg boots. They've got ankle protection. They come up quite high up the shin. They're waterproof. I wear either a walking boot sock or a work boot sock. I find they come up quite nicely up here, almost up to the top of the boot, and keep my feet warm and comfortable. I don't get any problems with chafing.
I got the Alpine Stars Andes jacket. It's basically, it's got a waterproof, non-removable waterproof lining. It's got the vents in it, in the front and into the back. And I found that this jacket has been more than impressive. Basically, if for the colder days, I have the thermal liner, and when it gets to be too hot, I can basically take the thermal liner out and I can open the vents up, and I'm pretty much good to go. For this whole trip, this is basically what I've been wearing, and with a t-shirt, and this has basically been my go-to. These are the Alpine Star Raider pants. Just like the jacket, they got a waterproof lining, and it's got the removable thermal insulator that you can take out. So just like the jacket, if I get too hot, take the lining out. Yeah, you get knee pads. Everything is pretty much protected. For socks, I go with merino wool. They're odor resistant, so basically you can wear these things and they're not going to smell. That's actually the same thing with my long johns and my boxers that I wear. This is all merino wool. So these are Forma Adventure low cut boots, and they got a pretty much good sole on them, and I was looking for something that was going to be very protective for the riding and also comfortable with walking, because I know we were going to be, I didn't know how much walking we were going to be doing, and so far these things have been amazing, and they're not that expensive either. They're only about $100. So
that's it for rider gear. I'm sure you may have some other questions, but if you do have any other questions, just feel free to drop me an email or contact us on the email address below, and we'll talk to you later. We're off to Everest Base Camp in about 30 minutes from now. Thank you. I would not recommend motocross boots for any of the rides. They're too extreme. You've not got flexibility. It's hard to change gears, hard to find the brake. So I would say motocross boots. Again, it's your choice, but I wouldn't recommend them.